Hey everyone, this is Kim from Big Adventures, and in this video we're going to discuss the servicing and maintenance requirements for your 701 Propel. These tips are intended to help protect your investment and keep you within our warranty guidelines. For warranty to be valid, the original purchaser must have registered their kayak on the respective kayak's website within 2 weeks of purchase. This warranty does not cover normal wear to the Propel, damage caused by abuse or misuse, damage caused by failure to perform routine maintenance, failure due to improper transportation. Your Propel unit needs to be removed or secured to your boat when transporting. Issues resulting from modifications to the boat or Propel that were made by anyone other than a Big Adventures LLC authorized dealer. Lubricating the Propel with anything except finish line premium grease. We really don't want you to fill either gear cavity with any kind of liquid oil. Doing so increases risk of breakdown of the transmission, and oils may leach into the waterways you are boating. And finally, improper tightening of the crank arms. I can't say enough that you need to torque those to 26 foot-pounds. It is important to note that if a Propel pedal drive arrives to Big Adventures and it is within the warranty period, then is inspected. If it's determined that there is an issue related to the above mentioned bullet points not covered under warranty, the consumer may be charged for labor, parts, and freight. Let's go into a little more detail about the warranty requirements for the Propel. First is storage. In addition to taking care while transporting your Propel, you'll want to make sure that you keep it safe at home while not in use. Like a bicycle, you don't want to leave your Propel out in the elements. Next, we're going to discuss keeping your unit clean. After every use, go ahead and take your garden hose and just lightly rinse the unit off. Never use a pressure washer because you don't want to interfere with the sensitive areas of the unit. Check your cap covers, these covers right here. Make sure that your caps are nice and snug against this metal. If you find that it has backed off, just get a 7mm spanner wrench and go ahead and tighten that down. Next, let's talk about your crank bolts. Crank bolts torques of 26 pounds may back off over time. If you find this to be the case, go ahead and use your 8mm hex key or the highly recommended digital torque wrench. And finally, the all-important lubrication. This is probably one of the most important things that you're going to want to do to maintain your Propel unit. Our warranty requires that you lube after 100 hours of use or 6 months, whichever comes first. Now let's talk about what you're going to need to lubricate your gears. A 4mm hex key, 3/16 hex key, 6mm spanner wrench, finish line premium grease, and a grease gun. Begin by removing the grease port with a 3/16mm hex key located on the left side cap of the unit. Tilt the unit on its side and insert the grease gun into the port until you feel it touch the gear on the opposite cap. Pump 3 pumps. Then pull the gun out and spin the pedal a half rotation and pump 3 more pumps. Gently spin the pedal forward and backward several times. Use a cotton swab to remove the grease from the grease port threads. Reinstall grease plug. Next, remove the propeller with the 4mm hex key and set aside. Wipe the surface of the lower cartridge with a towel or rag, then remove the lower cartridge with the 6mm spanner wrench. Use a crank arm to help unmesh the cartridge gears from the lower fairing gears. Pump 3 pumps onto the gear of the lower cartridge. Spread evenly on the tines. Then install the lower cartridge into the unit by first placing the cartridge into the lower cast. Turn the cartridge by hand while using your other hand to gently rock a crank arm until you feel the gears meet. Use the crank arm to back off slightly to center the gears and continue to screw the cartridge in until it stops. Tighten with a 6mm spanner wrench. Now let's reinstall the propeller. The underside of the propeller has a slot designed to seat the drive pin for a more secure fit. Match the pin with the slot and slide the propeller over the propeller shaft. Tighten prop screw with a 4mm hex key. Well, I hope that answers all the questions that you may have about our maintenance and warranty requirements. Feel free to give us a call if you have any questions about that, and we'll hope to see you on the water.